Hello, everyone. Today we have Mr. Ajayan from Bangalore. He is a man with purpose. So I want him to introduce himself with what kind of a project he is doing. He is doing an amazing job. So, Mr. Ajayan, can you please tell us about your project?
Good morning, everyone. I'm Ajay. I'm from Bangalore. Um, yeah, I have started an initiative called Free Medical Equipment. The purpose of this is to provide medical equipments to the people who are in need, because we see at many times people met with an accident or age-related ailments. They need a medical equipment like a wheelchair or walker or a medical bed for their recovery. It may be a temporary requirement or it may be a long-time requirement. Especially for temporary requirement, people tend to buy these equipments, and they have to, after the recovery, they have no purpose with them. So this is what we thought of doing something where these equipment which is not no more in use can be utilized for somebody else, and the people who want some equipments, they're looking for some equipment and they don't need to buy again and again those equipments and spend money, because they would have already spent a lot of money for their treatment. Because when you go to the hospital, anything and everything to be paid, and on top of this, we are also spending money for these medical equipments. So we try to avoid this additional spending by pitching in and giving some solution for this problem.
Okay. What inspired you to start with this project?
See, I'm actually from a middle class family. I settled in Bangalore. I came to Bangalore in 1999, and settled my career and life here in Bangalore itself. So in that journey, I thought, the purpose of the life is just not spending your day doing work and going home and relaxing. I was thinking of doing something to the society, because then otherwise there is no kind of a meaning to the life. So the helping somebody, that thought has come into my mind. And I had an opportunity to visit an orphanage in 2016, January 1st. So then I went there, and so there are lot of kids, about 30 children from the age range of 3 to 11 years. And I saw them, I went to their rooms and I saw them sleeping on the floor, just with a rug or a blanket. In this middle of the winter, I felt so sad for them. Then I met Mr. Moti, who's running this orphanage, and asked him, what are the kind of helps he need. So he said, one thing he said was, the children's don't have a specific place to keep their stuff, like their clothes, their belongings. So what happened, it get mixed with others. So he was asking whether somebody can give trunk boxes or a cupboard for them to keep the things. But more than that, it touched me, the way, how they're sleeping on the floor. So that was more touching for me. So then I decided, while leaving that place, at least I should make one bunker for this kid from my side. Then I went home and started writing about this, my experience, on Facebook. So seeing that a lot of people commented on that, and then I have inquired how much it would cost to make a bed. Then also I put that, that journey, I put that into the social media, and then campaigned that whether you can donate one bed for one child.
Mhm.
So then a lot of people responded, and so many people started donating amount for the bunker beds, and we could actually make the beds for that many children.
Yeah.
And I have also included storage for him, because that was his requirement, what he told me. So every bed has a storage where they can keep their stuff. So this is
Yes.
what we did, and then this we have handed over to them. So that was one of the initial experience I had, and it was very wonderful experience, that a lot of people coming together and helping for this course. So this how it started. And particularly for free medical equipment, the concept come into my mind when my father was, he had a stroke, and he was in Kerala at that time, and then I brought him here for treatment, and he
Mhm.
kind of recovered, and then he started walking using a walker. uh, and suddenly, he when he was getting down from the bathroom, he fell off and broke his thigh bone. So again, I had to go back to the hospital and had a surgery for him. And that time I have to buy a lot of this equipment, like a medical bed. As you said, it is just 1 or 2 days surgery, 1 day surgery, and the next day they will discharge you.
Yeah.
So then the remaining days we have to take care of the patient. So
Yeah.
then I had to buy a medical bed. Then slowly, then I had to take him for the physiotherapy. So I used to hire a cab and then take him on a wheelchair. So I had to buy a wheelchair. Then slowly, in few months, he recovered. So then I had to buy a walker for him. Then later, improved stage. Then I had to buy a stick. So all these things, we purchased, and then in our two-bedroom house, we don't have space to keep, and there is no necessity to keep them also.
Yeah.
As usual, anybody else think, I also search for anybody want to buy, whether I can sell it so second-hand price or whatever. So nobody is there to buy them. And also check with the store where I purchased this. They also said, no, 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 we'll not take it back. You can just give it as a scrap, or you just give it to some
Yeah.
orphanages, like that. So that clicked my mind that this is not my problem alone. A lot of people are having this kind of similar issues. So for this, during the short duration of time, they have to buy. So this came into mind in the year 2012 itself, and I was keep thinking about this. And I inquired. It remained as an idea in my mind,
Mm-hmm.
though I could not do anything immediately at that time. But it just I just kept that thought in my mind. What are the things we can do? Then my idea was to create a platform, like a
Mm-hmm.
OLX. In India, there is a OLX platform
Yeah.
where people can sell and buy things. Similarly, I want to create something that anywhere in India they can post their medical equipment,
Mm-hmm.
and the people who need, they can just contact them, search in anything available in their location, and take it, collect it from them,
Yeah.
with minimal intervention, from our side, like a OTP, like they should upload some of the documents, and maybe ID proof and a medical proof, like that. So this was the idea. Then I met a lot of people for developing a website and application. And the thing is, it was like an e-commerce platform. There's no
Yes.
commerce involved, but it is like a work like a e-commerce, because it's a
Yeah.
buying and selling kind of thing. So they said, a lot of investment needed to be done, because it is a complicated task, and
Mm-hmm.
everything, because we need an application form where the needy has to apply all these things. Suppose if that location, we don't have anything, he can apply in that website. Then we can try to involve, and then kind of campaign for that, and all these kind of things. This was my concept.
Uh-huh.
But then, knowing the cost aspect of it, then I couldn't do it, because I couldn't afford. But this thing haunt me like that. Then I finally decided, okay, let me not wait for fund or anything. I want to do something. Let me start. So
Yeah.
I've the good things should not be delayed. So
Mm-hmm.
we should always do it immediately. So then I thought, okay, let me try. I put some post on the Facebook, and send about this, some pamphlets to my friends through WhatsApp and everything. And
Mm-hmm.
so that way, there was a good response. Then I started getting inquiries for people want to give, or wanted some equipments. So
Mm-hmm.
initially I have maybe few walkers, or one wheelchair or something. But then somebody inquired about, and for example, somebody called me from Bokaro Steel City,
Uh-huh.
where he wanted a wheelchair for his father. So then I have campaigned, and then somebody, because I cannot send it from here, then somebody sponsored that, and then we could buy online, like Amazon, and they
Yeah.
have directly sent to that place. So this is how it started.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So what, like you said, you are giving medical equipments for free for disabled or any person who is in need. So what's the process for that?
See, normally they come to know, some people, if needy, sometime the hospital will refer, because we contact whenever we meet doctors. We will
Mm-hmm.
give our brochures and explain about this our program. So they will keep it in mind, and they will tell, okay, there is an NGO like this, you can contact them if they, one of some of their patient need anything,
Uh-huh.
like Kidwai or Fortis, or so many other hospitals. When we meet the doctors, we will give our brochures. So
Yeah.
they come to know through that doctors. Otherwise,
Mm-hmm.
many people search on the website, and when
Mm-hmm.
we look for a free medical equipment, or like medical equipment for free, or wheelchair, so they usually now our Sanathya Foundation come in the front, so they contact us through that. So
Mm-hmm.
once we get an inquiry, they used to call my number, and they say their issues, what they want, and what is their health issue. And so I will ask them to send their Aadhaar card. In India, it is Aadhaar card is an ID proof, and then their photo, and a medical proof, the recent medical proof stating what, it may not be that doctors may not prescribe medical equipment, but seeing that the condition of the patient, we will know, okay, and they will refer what is the kind of equipment they need. So
Mm-hmm.
then we know that it is a genuine person. And we also have a application form which they have to fill, and send it to us, and sign and send to us. Then later they can collect it from our place.
Okay.
We have a place where we keep all these equipments, and they have to come and pick it up. Or many times they may not be able to come, then they ask us to porter it. They, because there are like a porter transport system here, so they can book online on their
Online.
mobile, and they can book it. So that way also we do. So this is how they reach out to us, the needy. And similarly, the donors also, they kind of search on the website, and then come to us. Or sometime I'll also look for that this OLX kind of a platforms, and then see if anybody want to sell their equipment. I contact them, and request them, why don't you do it for this social cause? And
Social.
instead of you may not sell it, but this, if you give, it will be useful for many people.
Somebody.
So this
Yeah.
is how
Yeah.
we do that.
Yeah. It's very hard to do whatever you are doing. Yeah. And all these years, like, is there any case or any patient's case like standouts?
Every person, even in case of donor and needy, it's special, because um, see, for example, the one of the first incident, when we registered this Sanathya Foundation. Sanathya is, we started the name as free medical equipment, because the name itself clearly indicate what it is.
Yes.
Then when we meet people, then they ask us question, okay, is it a kind of organization structured, or structured organization which is registered? Then kind of, then we decided we have to register it, to make
Mm-hmm.
it formal. So then we made a name, gave a name of Sanathya, Sanathya's help.
Mm-hmm.
Initially when we registered, we got an offer from one of the NGO, the Deshpande Foundation. It is very famous foundation. So they have a program, Sandbox Samvitha. There they give opportunity to NGOs and startups to showcase their project, what they're going to do. And they also select some one or two people for that, and then they give an incubation center. They have incubation center in IIMB Bangalore here.
Mm-hmm.
So like that they do. So I got an opportunity to go there. So we went, and we presented our presentation there. It was an experience, meeting a lot of people, and I could meet
Yeah.
Mr. Deshpande also. So I said, this is a free medical. But he said, no, no, okay, free may not work in India. You may need to do something like, charge something, whatever it is. Like that he advised. But then finally I have decided that I started as free with this concept, so let me do not do anything, no charge,
Mm.
so like that. So that one experience. So there, one more participant, Alina Alam, she was, her concept was Miti Cafe, where she was doing this cafe with this especially able people. Okay,
Yes.
so the girls and boys who is having some challenges. So one of that girl who was sitting there in the cash, Kirti, her name was Kirti. So Alina asked me whether the Kirti doesn't have a wheelchair now. Time being we are using this foundation wheelchair here. Can you help us? So then that was one of the thing we lead we got, and then we could arrange a wheelchair for her and send to Hubli. She is settled. She is from Hubli. So that is one experience which actually also they have the media coverage was there for that particular their initiative of meeting cafe. So she also said about our foundation in that. And there is another incident which I can remember is one Mr. Shabri. He's from Coimbatore. So he called me one day. I got a call from him saying that I need a wheelchair and a airbed. So I spoke to him. I said, okay, fine, I'll give you. I have a wheelchair already. I can give you that. It is a used wheelchair. So then he was a little reluctant, about the used one. He said, no, can you give me a new one? So I got surprised why he is asking, because he just need a wheelchair. So why is
Yes.
he insisting on the new one?
New
And
ones.
it is our concept is that we want to reuse the things.
Recycle.
So
Yeah.
I told him, why Shabri, what happened? This is how our foundation works, and this is what we are, helping people with the used equipment. So I want to know more about his problem. So then he said he is actually a graduate student. He is, studying for lab technician course. So he actually, what happened to him, he met with an accident when he was in sixth standard.
Mm-hmm.
He fell off from the footboard of the government bus in Tamil Nadu.
Oh.
He is in Dharmapuri.
Mm-hmm.
So then his entire both the legs had, I think crushed under the wheels or something, and it completely he had to undergo multiple surgeries from the age of that 6 years onwards.
Mm-hmm.
Even now, like corrective surgeries were going on that time. So then, he is able to walk. He is able to small thing whatever he's at home. He is also cycling, but when it comes to his college in the lab, he has to stand for a long time to do these
Mm-hmm.
experiments and practicals. So the problem for him is there, that he cannot stand for a long. So he want a wheelchair to use in the lab.
Oh.
And I know the family also. I came to know that they are not, in a position to buy a wheelchair for him, because they're very poor family. Then I realized, because of a boy studying in a college, so he cannot. It not be nice for him to get a used medical wheelchair in this one. So then again, I didn't had that time one new equipment. So I campaigned for Shabri. So then one person have sponsored a wheelchair for him. So then I decided I'll go and meet him. I'll give him, myself. I'll go and meet him at Dharmapuri. So it's about 130 kilometers from Bangalore. So
Uh-huh.
I took this wheelchair and airbed to his home and given to him, and met his parents. So I realized that yes, they cannot afford this wheelchair, a new wheelchair for him. And later also, after 2 years during COVID, he called me. He contacted me saying that they're into a difficult situation, need some help. But then we helped them in that time also. So this is
Mm-hmm.
one, another incident. Like Kolar, one person, he also had a accident in Whitefield. He was working in Whitefield. He met with an accident,
Mm-hmm.
and now he's almost like a bedridden. He cannot do anything. His backbone, I think the nerve system damage due to the injury. So he also contacted for a medical bed. I had a bed readily available. It is in Kolar. Again, Kolar is about 120 kilometers from Bangalore, and the wheelchair he wanted with a recliner type of wheelchair. So that time I didn't had a recliner wheelchair.
Mm-hmm.
And then I again campaigned, and somebody from Mumbai, he contacted me and he donated. So then I said, okay, you please buy directly, and for through the Amazon. And then he sent me. Then the challenge was that I had to send it to him, from Bangalore to Kolar. So the transportation was another problem. So then I also tried getting somebody who can help me in transporting, and some truck people or somebody going there, or some companies. Unfortunately, I couldn't find anybody. I did some campaign on the Facebook and WhatsApp. So unfortunately, I couldn't find. Then I only spent that money and send these equipments to him. So he is also using that. It is not a temporary use. It is, some of these cases are like a long term
Long
permanent
term.
use kind of thing also.
Yeah.
So we are not restricting, it is based on your financial conditions, or short term or long time or age or anything. We are just helping the people.
Oh,
That's
okay.
that's
Yeah, amazing. Do you have? Are you only person who is handling this, or do you have a team, or how does it work, sir? How you are doing it?
See, this actually started with my idea, and later, my wife is also. So when the foundation we started, my wife and two more my other friends are in this organization. So whenever there is many time, when we want to collect, somebody want to donate a wheelchair or walker, then my wife also used to go take her car and go and pick it up and come, because many times the donors don't want to send it, because they will ask, oh, okay, I have to give you free, and plus I have to spend for transportation also.
Transportation.
The there are a lot of restriction here in India when we actually want to give something free. Those donors also has a lot of doubts and questions, and
Mhm.
this kind of limitation. So then wherever possible, I we used to go and collect. So whenever I know I can do in the weekends, but weekday something. So she also go and pick it up like that. So and some of my friends, colleagues, who are helping me in distributing or collecting sometime, or all this the help they are doing. Now at least the people, when we request them, many people, when we request you, please send it through a portal or a tax service of this transportation service, they are willing to spend some money and send it to us. So that is one
Mhm.
advantage what we find now recently. Yeah.
Okay. So, with your project, what are your goals for next few years? Where do you want to see with this project?
I am not sure where I will see, but my dream is that to create an ecosystem
Mm-hmm.
to support the person in distress. Okay, especially in the medical equipment.
Mm-hmm.
Because when we say that a lot of people want to donate a lot of things, give a lot of things for free, and they have household stuff, all these things. So we don't want to involve to those. Just want to focus on this particular only thing, that medical equipment. And the beauty what we offer is this: when needy takes this equipment, when he return, he also become a donor.
Yes.
So he is not just keeping there, or he is not disposing of. He is becoming a donor, so he is also becoming a part of the system again, and he
Mm-hmm.
also spread word. So what we want is, one is the reachability. People should be aware about this project. So in when there is a medical equipment, a need of medical equipment, then they can always approach us, and then we should be in a position to provide the support to them. So that it has to grow in that line. This is what my dream. It's a stop shop for this medical equipment requirement.
Oh, yeah.
And this also gives a lot of value to that donor. Their equipment otherwise will either just be end of life there. It will be used by multiple time, and the during the life of that entire lifetime, the term of the equipment, it is been used by somebody else. So that is one advantage for the donor also.
Yeah, the problem is, like, people who doesn't use equipments frequently, they don't know how much it accumulates as a cost wise for a patient. So if somebody is using it, if they can donate, that would be a great.
Yes, yes.
So yeah, is there anything you wish more people understood about the work you do?
See what happened is, as you said, this is a specific area. It is not that daily use thing. It is not that everybody is using, but it is having a huge potential, because we know that number of the population in India, it's not a small one. And if you take a 1% of that people also takes use these equipments, and earlier these equipments were not there. When if you look behind maybe 20 years back, these equipments are coming to the new equipment, new technologies are coming, new devices are coming. It
Mhm.
actually improves the life of the person. Okay. So the donor helps these needy people in two ways. One is that supporting the needy, directly that person, many time it will be an aged person, he will not be able to recover, but what happened, it is improving his quality of life. Okay, so that is ease of life and quality of life that improves. And secondly, the caretaker, the major problem with the caretaker, that they suffer a lot, to take care of the patient, because to lift them or to move
Yes.
them. So a recliner, that's for example, an aged person in the family, a mother or grandmother, somebody, they, if they get a recliner wheelchair, it will be very easy for the caretaker to lift the patient and feed them, all these things. And then if somebody, immobilized person, if we provide them a wheelchair with a commode,
Hmm.
that will ease, the life of the caretaker, more than
Yes.
the patient. The patient many times may not know, because the care is taken by somebody else.
Somebody
So the
else.
caretaker is actually suffering a lot, because we also talk to the people, when they contact us, and we realize and we tell them, yes, it is more than the patient, it will be useful for you, because you are getting ease of handling the patient. So
Yes.
that is second thing what, the donor is helping. And um, and many donors, we specifically search for organization like us. They don't want to give it to a old age home or hospital or somebody like that. So I had an experience. One professor Kannan from IIMB contacted me through a doctor from Fortis. So he want, that was used by his parents. So he want to donate to somebody who kind of make use of it like this. Then he finally was very happy to give to me, and
Hmm.
he only organized for the transportation, everything. So he was very happy, giving to us. And actually, now we all say about the carbon footprint and
Footprint.
global warming. These equipments are again use a lot of
Yes.
increasing any manufacturing, increase the carbon footprint. So by reusing that also we are, contributing for a better ecosystem, better, reducing that much duplication of production there. So
Yes.
that is one aspect of this, in, in the term of environmental friendly. And one more thing I would like to say, that during COVID, the pandemic, many people bought a lot of equipment, like especially these oxygen concentrators. It was not available, and people
Yes.
used to import from China or US, and now we don't know where they are. Okay, so this is just lying in some place, some homes, and like that, so many, like BiPAP machine, or suction machines, those kind of things. During the respiratory, that the breathing issue related diseases, they bought a lot of such things, and
Hmm.
we have no idea where they are now.
Yeah.
So like that, now also those, the age patient, when they have a breathing difficulty, they ask or request us for oxygen concentrators. We And this, the interesting thing is, this doesn't have much shelf life. We cannot keep it, no, packed it in good condition, I
Yeah.
never use it, it is as it is new one. We cannot keep it for beyond certain time, because we have to use it, otherwise that particular thing in that machine will spoil. So then there is no use of, for them also, for others also. So we request people, those kind of equipment which is just idly lying at their home and wasting their space, they can donate to us. So this will be a great help for many people.
Yes, yes. So when it comes the question of used equipments, do you think
Yeah.
in Indian society the stigma is still attached of
You mean
second hand
the total?
used? Because especially when it comes with the medical equipments, if a person was using it dies and wants to donate it, their family wants to donate it, do you think the stigma is still there?
No, I don't think, because for them it's okay. They are happy. Yeah, there are some cases where they would have spent a lakh rupees for buying those equipment, and they want to sell it. They don't want to just give it for free, because they say, "Oh, I have spent a lot of money for this. I cannot just give it for free." So we cannot do anything for that. Okay, we will sell. Okay, fine. You look for selling it. But otherwise, many people want to use it for a good cause, and they don't mind. They have no problem in giving it.
No,
Only
the
we
person
many
who is
think
accepting.
accepting also. See, the accepting, who can afford to buy a new equipment, definitely they will do that only. And who cannot afford, they will come to us. Even otherwise, we have seen educated people and well employed people also coming to us and taking this from
Mhm.
us. knowingly that it is used by somebody else. And see, we don't need to worry about it, because when we go to hospital, how many people would have used those beds? Is
Stem
it
beds.
not
Yes.
is it bought for us? No, it
Yes.
is used by so many people, hundreds of people.
Yes.
So we don't need to, this equipment is actually much better than those hospitals, because it was used by one or two people. So
Yes.
so that kind of stigma is not there now in people's mind. So the people are taking it from us, because they know what is the value of it, and they already spend a lot of money on treatment, and this is not a permanent thing which they want.
Mhm.
So they are okay with that,
Yeah.
taking from us. Yes.
Yeah. Amazing. Amazing. Let's wrap this up. And if you need any help from our end, Mr. Ajayan, please let us know. Yeah, we'll always be there for this kind of causes. Okay. And
Definitely,
we also,
definitely.
yeah, sorry. And
Yes.
I forgot, like, one of my friend from California, her name is Surya Shweta. She also joined in this meeting.
Hi
Uh,
Ajay, sorry I was
Hello.
late. Yeah.
Hi, Surya, is it?
Uh, I'm Shweta.
Shweta, yeah, good
Yeah.
morning. Good morning.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it
night.
may
Yeah.
be
Good morning to
good
you.
late evening there, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
almost night. So I had one question if you have a time for like few
sure,
minutes.
sure.
How do you verify the person who is getting the equipment
Uh,
is using it for the honest purpose and not for reselling things?
See, honestly, it is a trust. It is
Mhm.
that I being honest, and I think that people are
Yeah.
honest. And
Okay.
I know it is not very easy to sell. I mean, yeah, you can
Mhm.
just scrap it, on a cost of metal price. Otherwise, if you look at this as if you like a laptop or a computer or something else, it is
Mhm.
not easily sellable in the market.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
it is only a metal gujri wala person can actually dismantle everything and sell it as a metal piece weight. So that
Okay.
way it is not.
Mm.
And secondly, we take a medical proof of the patient. Okay,
Oh, great.
and we ask them. We take their Aadhaar card copy. So first thing is their patient Aadhaar card copy, and their
Okay.
relative or son or what daughter or whoever is approaching us, their one ID proof,
Okay.
and a photo of the person. So we also ask them, request them to send a photo after once they receive the equipment. So if
Mhm.
they are using those equipment, so I'm just playing a PPT behind. So these are we
Okay.
take the photo while donating. Also, many time we take photo of that, and
Mhm.
after accepting, when they start using, we request them, okay, can you please send a photo of the patient using those equipments.
Mhm.
um,
Mhm.
and they return to us. So after the recovery, they return to us wherever it is a recoverable type of
Okay.
illness. They will
Mhm.
return to us. So there is
Yeah.
nothing that yeah,
Yeah.
maybe like a 0.1%, 0.5%,
Mhm.
maybe not nothing known to me.
Okay.
That
Yeah.
is a kind of
I know the
yeah,
intention is.
collateral damages.
Yeah, I know the intention is very good, and sometimes when the intention is good, only people misuse. So I just wanted to know how do
Yeah.
you take care of it? Yeah. Yeah. It's great. Yeah.
yeah,
Because
and Miss Mega, do you have anything to add, or do you have any question? Yeah, I think. Yeah, let's wrap this up because the meeting is going to end anyway. So thank you, Mr. Ajayan, and thank you, Shweta, and thank you, Ms. Mega, for joining this. Uh, let's work together, to create awareness about to people with disability or people who are not in the disabled community to share their equipments which they are not using.
Yes.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
we hope. Yeah, we hope, and we hope that more and more people come to know about our initiative and come forward to support volunteering or donating